Hello everyone, my name is David. Today we are going to take a look at another horrible case with you. Today we are going to talk about one of the most talked about, most controversial and still mysterious cases of 2018. This is the story of Indian actress Sridevi, whose death shook the entire nation. From the Prime Minister and top celebrities to a common daily wage worker, everyone mourned Sridevi's death. But this is a very complex case, and today we will talk about all the facts that are available on the internet. Sridevi, a legendary figure of Hindi cinema, was known for her extraordinary versatility, grace, and captivating screen presence. Born on August 13, 1963, her full name was Sri Amma Yangar Ayyappan. She began her acting career as a child artist in the late 1960s. But as an adult, her first major role was in the 1976 Tamil film Moondru Mudichu. By the 1980s and 1990s, she had delivered several super-hit films that earned her many awards. From the beginning, Sridevi made a distinct mark in her acting career, and because of this, she earned the title of the first female pan-Indian superstar in a very short time. That was her professional journey, where she brought such energy to any movie with her performance that people would be drawn to the theaters. But in her personal life, she was a very calm and reserved woman who spoke very little. As for her relationship status, we won't talk about the relationships she had before marriage. But in 1987, during the shooting of the film Mr. India, her name got linked with Indian film producer Boney Kapoor, who was the producer of the same movie. Boney Kapoor had already admired Sridevi for her beauty and on-screen power. Boney Kapoor was so captivated by Sridevi's beauty that he personally ensured she didn't face any discomfort on the movie set. But the surprising thing was that Boney Kapoor was already married at the time and had two children named Arjun Kapoor and Anshula Kapoor. Despite this, Boney Kapoor confessed to his wife that he had fallen in love with Sridevi. At that time, Sridevi didn't have any romantic feelings for Boney Kapoor, but with time this changed. The turning point in Sridevi and Boney Kapoor's relationship came when Sridevi's mother was diagnosed with brain cancer. During that time, Boney Kapoor stood firmly by her side, so Sridevi didn't have to face that difficult period alone. That was when she started to feel a little attracted to Boney Kapoor, and in 1996, he divorced his first wife, Mona Shuri Kapoor, and quietly married Sridevi. In 1997, Sridevi's mother passed away, and with that, she took a break from her film career after doing the movie Judai. During this time, in 1997, she gave birth to her elder daughter, Janvi Kapoor, and in 2000, to her younger daughter, Khushi Kapoor. After that, she spent the next several years entirely with her family. But after a 15-year gap, she made a comeback in Hindi cinema with the film English Vinglish, which turned out to be one of the best films of 2012. Then, in 2017, another movie titled Mom was released, and her performance was highly praised by the audience. Sridevi also won the National Film Award for Best Actress for this movie. She had even signed her next film by then, but fate had other plans. Anyway, that was a quick overview of Sridevi's life and career, and now we will directly talk about her mysterious death. Actually, on February 21, 2018, Mohit Marwal, a relative of the famous Kapoor family of Hindi cinema, was scheduled to get married in a city called Ras Al Khaimah in the UAE. It was quite a high-profile wedding because Mohit belonged to one of the biggest families in Hindi cinema, while the girl he was marrying was the niece of Anil Ambani's wife, a major Indian businessman. Due to this, many prominent people from the business world and film industry attended the wedding. That's why, on February 18, 2018, Sridevi left for Ras Al Khaimah with her husband, Boney Kapoor, and younger daughter, Khushi. Her elder daughter, Janvi Kapoor, did not attend the wedding because she was busy shooting for her debut film, Dhadak, at the time. The three of them reached Ras Al Khaimah as planned, and the wedding functions began on February 19th. Then, on February 20th, the wedding was celebrated with great pomp, and on the day of the wedding itself, Sridevi posted a photo on her Instagram account where she was welcoming Mohit Marwa's wife, Antara Motiwala. During the wedding, Sridevi had a great time and even danced at the event. However, due to his busy schedule, Boney Kapoor returned to India with daughter Khushi on February 21st. He had to attend an investor summit being held in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. There are two reasons given for why Sridevi did not return to India that day. One claim is that Sridevi had a sister living in Dubai and she wanted to meet her, so she went from Ras Al Khaimah to Dubai. Another claim is that she didn't return because she wanted to do some shopping in Dubai for her elder daughter, Janvi Kapoor, who couldn't come to the UAE due to her shooting schedule. That's why Sridevi stayed at the famous Jumeirah Emirates Tower Hotel in Dubai and was given room number 2201. As planned, on February 22nd, 2018, Boney Kapoor attended the Investor Summit, and the next day, February 23rd, he was seen at a friend's birthday party. Boney Kapoor later said that on the night of February 23rd, Sridevi called him and said, "I'm missing you a lot." And this deeply touched Boney Kapoor because he loved his wife immensely. After talking to her for a while and ending the call, he immediately decided to surprise her by taking a flight from Mumbai to Dubai and going straight to room number 2201 at Jumeirah Emirates Tower. He booked the afternoon flight for February 24th, 2018 and arrived at Dubai airport before evening. Boney Kapoor then said that he reached the hotel around 6 p.m. and knocked on room 2201. As soon as Sridevi opened the door, she had mixed emotions. On one hand, she was surprised to suddenly see her husband in front of her, and on the other, she was happy because she had been missing him a lot. After that, the two of them sat and talked in the room's living area for a while, during which Boney Kapoor suggested going for a romantic dinner, to which Sridevi agreed. But before going for dinner, she wanted to freshen up, and around 6:20 p.m. she went to take a bath in the attached bathroom of the bedroom next to the living room. Meanwhile, Boney Kapoor turned on the TV in the living room and started watching a cricket match between India and South Africa. Around 40 minutes passed while he watched the match, but then he noticed that Sridevi still hadn't come out of the bathroom. Concerned, he went near the bathroom attached to Sridevi's bedroom and loudly called out to his wife, saying, "We're getting late, can you please hurry up?" But there was no response from inside the bathroom. Seeing this, Boney Kapoor got a little anxious and called out to her again. After this, Boney Kapoor starts banging on the bathroom door loudly, and in the process he realizes that the bathroom door is actually unlocked. He then enters the bathroom and sees that Sridevi is lying unconscious under the water in the bathtub. Witnessing such a scene in front of his eyes would shake any husband. So the first thing he did was call a friend who was staying nearby at the Jumeirah Emirates Hotel. After that, Boney Kapoor's friend comes to Sridevi's room, and seeing the situation, both Boney Kapoor and his friend called hotel's emergency department to summon a doctor. But as soon as the doctor arrives and sees Sridevi, he confirms that she has passed away. What's surprising is that the doctor made this statement without any medical examination and even said that Sridevi might have died due to cardiac arrest. By now, the news had spread throughout the hotel that a woman had died in room number 2201. So the Dubai police and their forensic team also arrived at the hotel. After her death was confirmed, Sridevi's body was taken to a nearby hospital around 9 p.m. local time in Dubai and placed in the mortuary. However, Boney Kapoor still couldn't believe that his wife had left him and the world like this. But he gathered courage and called his family in India to inform them about the entire incident. On hearing the news, a wave of shock spread through his entire family. Later, Boney Kapoor's younger brother, Sanjay Kapoor, tweeted to inform all fans that Sridevi had died in Dubai due to cardiac arrest. Although the cardiac arrest theory was not yet confirmed, since the doctor had said that she might have died due to her heart stopping, The family accepted that as the cause of death. But when the news spread in India that Sridevi had died of cardiac arrest in Dubai, people began coming up with their own theories. One major viral theory was that Sridevi had undergone several facial surgeries, which might have led to her death. Although plastic surgery is quite common in the film and music industries, some surgeries can go wrong. However, according to her family, Sridevi had never faced any such problems. But nothing could be said clearly until the post-mortem report came out. And since the news of Sridevi's death came late at night on February 24th, the post-mortem was to be conducted the following day. However, since February 25th was a Sunday and all departments in Dubai were closed, the matter extended to February 26th. On Monday, February 26th, when Sridevi's post-mortem report was released, it revealed that her death was not due to cardiac arrest, but due to drowning. The report also stated that Sridevi had consumed alcohol before her death. In addition, traces of a sleeping pill called Zolpidem were also found in her body. After this, it was reported everywhere that the immediate cause of Sridevi's death was accidental drowning in the bathtub. But as soon as the report mentioned drowning as the cause of death, the matter was becoming more complex, as Sridevi had a massive fan following, not just in India but also in Dubai and across the UAE, and people believed that her death was not natural. So the case was handed over from the Dubai police to the Dubai Public Prosecution, a high-level legal service in Dubai. The Dubai Public Prosecution handles sensitive cases or those involving foreign nationals. Meanwhile, Sridevi's family wanted to bring her body back to India as soon as possible for the funeral, as many of her admirers in India were waiting. But the DPP, that is, the Dubai Public Prosecution, told the Kapoor family that until they determined the actual cause of Sridevi's death, they could not hand over her body. After this, the DPP began questioning the doctor from Jumeirah Emirates Hotel and Boney Kapoor, and also started looking into some significant moments from Sridevi's background. The doctor was questioned for a long time about how he could immediately say that Sridevi had died of cardiac arrest. After all this questioning, a separate statement was taken from the doctor. Boney Kapoor also gave statements repeating to the police what we already mentioned earlier, that he had arrived in Dubai from home on February 24th, and they had planned to go for a romantic dinner, for which Sridevi went to take a bath while he started watching a match. But fate had something else in store. At that time, there were many different speculations in the media about the couple's relationship and their financial situation. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, February 27th, a crowd began to gather outside the DPP's office. But the DPP was investigating whether there was any conspiracy behind Sridevi's death. They were looking into questions like whether Sridevi drowned accidentally or was drowned by someone. Another question was that if Sridevi consumed alcohol on February 24th, did she do so herself, or was she made to drink as part of a plot? In this regard, the DPP was also checking all the CCTV footage of the corridor in Jumeirah Emirates Hotel where Sridevi was staying. But in the CCTV footage, the DPP only saw Boney Kapoor surprising his wife and hotel waiters, delivering food to their room. No one else had entered Sridevi's room that day or earlier. The DPP completed its investigation from every angle but found no signs of foul play. After this, around 2 p.m. on February 27, 2018, the DPP released its report. In the report, the DPP dismissed all suspicions and questions, stating that the actual cause of Sridevi's death was accidental drowning due to loss of consciousness caused by alcohol and sedative use, and that no conspiracy was involved. In fact, the DPP's investigation found that on February 24th, Sridevi had consumed a small amount of alcohol during the day. She hadn't planned to go out that night and wanted to sleep early. She would often take sleeping pills to get good rest, so just before Boney Kapoor arrived in the evening, she took that medication. But later, when she went to bathe in the bathroom, A reaction between the alcohol and sleeping pills caused her body to become completely relaxed as soon as she lay in the bathtub, and she quickly fell into a deep sleep. Because of this, when her nose and face went underwater, she didn't wake up even for a second, and being underwater for too long led to her drowning and death. The DPP's theory also appeared valid to everyone, because when Boney Kapoor's friend, the hotel staff, and the Dubai police entered the bathroom after hearing the news of Sridevi's death, not a single drop of water was found on the floor outside the bathroom. That's why, after the DPP's statement, Sridevi's family got a bit of relief and started working to bring her body back to India. But if someone dies in Dubai, it takes about 10 to 15 days just to complete the documentation to send the body to India. However, Boney Kapoor wanted to bring his wife's body to India as soon as possible and perform her last rites according to all rituals. For this, he reached out to Shah Rukh Khan, since Shah Rukh had many contacts in Dubai. Shah Rukh Khan did help, and the paperwork process gained some momentum. But even then, it was expected to take 5 to 6 days to bring Sridevi's body back to India. The entire Kapoor family was a bit anxious about this when they happened to meet Ashraf, who lived in the UAE. In fact, Ashraf was originally from the Indian state of Kerala and had been living in Dubai for many years. When this man went to Dubai as a truck driver, he noticed that if a foreign worker died in the UAE, sending their body back to India or their home country was an extremely difficult task. The process required money, a lot of documentation, and a significant amount of time. To simplify this process and help Indian citizens, Ashraf made it his mission. Gradually, Ashraf became a source of support for the helpless across the UAE, and by 2018, he had sent 5,670 dead bodies, not only to India but also to 36 different countries. Out of these, Ashraf alone had sent more than 4,000 dead bodies to India. Since Ashraf had already arranged for thousands of dead bodies to be sent to India, he was well aware of all the paperwork required for the process. That's why he took it upon himself to handle Sridevi's case too, and with the help of his contacts, he got all the paperwork cleared within just a few hours. After that, in the next few hours itself, on the night of February 27th, Sridevi's body was brought to Mumbai Airport in India. On February 28, 2018, Sridevi was cremated with full state honors at the Veal Parle Seva Samaj crematorium in Mumbai. During this time, millions of fans gathered to pay their last respects to Sridevi, and hardly any Bollywood celebrity was absent from her funeral. Although many people demanded a second post-mortem and another investigation into Sridevi's death in India, that never happened. Even though Sridevi's last rites were performed, several conspiracy theories were later circulated by the general public and many well-known personalities regarding her death. These theories are what make her death appear mysterious and support the idea that she was murdered. Some people believe that on the evening of February 24th, 2018, Boney Kapoor himself killed Sridevi and then used his influence to appear innocent in front of everyone. People question that if Boney Kapoor truly didn't harm his wife, then why did he call his friend first after finding her unconscious in the bathtub, instead of calling the police? After that, people started saying that Boney Kapoor called his friend because he wanted to keep the murder a secret. But when his friend didn't agree, Boney Kapoor then contacted the hotel staff along with his friend and finally called police, presenting the entire narrative in front of them. But the truth is, we can never know what someone is thinking in a state of panic. Moreover, some people close to Sridevi claimed that although she did drink occasionally, she never consumed so much alcohol that she would lose control. This also raised the question of whether someone might have forcibly made her drink excessively, which eventually caused her death. These are the unresolved questions that challenge the theory of Sridevi's natural death and make her passing appear mysterious. But on March 4th, 2018, the Dubai authorities closed the case file on Sridevi's death as they found no irregularities in their investigation. However, the truth about this entire incident is known only to the walls of room number 2201. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on this case. So with that, the Sridevi mysterious death case comes to an end right here. If you appreciate our efforts, like and share this video. If you haven't subscribed, do so now. Thank you.